Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is the first day of May, and so I thought it would be a nice idea to show you the pages that I have colored a few months back, a few in a more recent period, a few days ago or a week ago, and I also want to show some whips that I'm working on. So I'm going to pause the video a little bit, put these books on a pile next to me, and then we will dive straight in. I will see you back in just 1 second. Okay, so here we are again. I tried to make it a little bit cozy with some plants here. They are fake, but that's not an issue. They are just small little plastic plants for decoration in rooms where there is no light. And I've put my daylight lamp here to make use of it to show some glitter or glossy accents. It's better that way to show these things than in natural daylight for the time being. It was a suggestion by my husband, and usually he's right in for most things. I'm not going to say always, because if he watches my video, no, sometimes you are right, sometimes you definitely are not. Um, so, but this one was just a good suggestion. So I'm just going to make sure that it doesn't interfere with my image, and so we will dive straight in. For those who are watching my videos on a larger screen, I do apologize for the state of my nails. I still have troubles with them. It's a lot better, but they're still quite short, and I have some little bleedings underneath. So if you see dark brown dots, it's not because I was working in a garden or I did something else. It's especially visible on this finger. Those are bleedings, and I've mailed my dermatologist to hopefully get an appointment soon, so that she can take a look at it, because I've read it could be nail psoriasis, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's a trauma due to my adventure with the BIAP and the gel lac, not by Pink Gelac, it's a well-known brand for gelacs, but another one that I've put on top on my fingers in late September 2025. But anyhow, if you see something strange, I apologize for the condition they are in, but I try to leave them now as yeah, plain as they are. It's just a glossy nail polish on top, a regular one, not to dry under a UV lamp. So, but let's focus on the colorings. The first book I want to show is by Hachette Heroes, I think. Yeah, Hachette Little Heroes. So every Disney character here is drawn as a little doll. Petite poupée means little doll. So, and I was very inspired by my good friend Amanda, because she is really diving into the color by number. Yeah, it's not a hype, but in the color by number era, I shall call it. With her, it's the case. She really likes it. But I also have some color by number pictures in my big Disney books, like the blue one you see here. But I didn't have the courage to do a really big page, because I would like to try just using acrylic or gel pens in those books, but I also would like to color in them with pencil. And just like a regular picture, and then attacking a large page is a bit intimidating, because I don't find it very easy, a color by number. But I will show you what I have been working on. It has been a while already. Maybe I have to move my pile away a little bit. especially if I will be showing my bigger books. So that's what I am working on. It's Little Bell. And I hope I can make my light. I'm sorry, I just have to play a little bit with my setup. It's the first time I'm doing this, so I hope it's not too disturbing for you guys. And I can also turn the light off so that you can see it in broad daylight. Maybe I will do it like this, and if we need some light for my details, then I can put it on. So this is Belle. Still have a lot of work to do, as you can see. And I didn't think it was super easy, and that's why I've put it aside to focus on regular coloring. But so far I do think once it's finished that it will be very lovely. And so I'm going to show how the inner of the book is looking. So yeah, you really have small lines and the little numbers. And I do not care that if you look up close, that you have the visible numbers. That's not an issue for me. Because it's another style of coloring, but I like it, but it's taking quite a lot of time. And some people color them in like a regular coloring page as well. They do the black lines at first and then color in like a regular Disney picture, but I really would like to do it without the black lines. But I can try the black line thing on another page if I want to. So it's a cute little book, and yeah, lots of pictures for those who are interested. Oh, these are my color combinations. No, it's from a Clara Markova coloring book. So I'm going to just flip a little bit so that you can see how cute it all is, for those who don't want to be spoiled. So that's the first work in progress. The second one. I finally had the courage to grab this book. I had it on my shelves a few months already, and last week, if I'm not mistaken, I was flipping through it again, and suddenly there was a page that inspired me, but I've colored a fair bit of it, but now I'm just putting it back on my working pile if I feel like doing one element at a time, because I can't, and that's a problem that I'm coping with quite a lot, that I can't focus from A to Z on a page. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't, especially if it's a page that it's intimidating. Then I have to switch to something cute, or yeah, you have to be in the mood. So that's why I have a few whips going on. Earlier in my earlier coloring years, I started the page, I finished the page, I started a new one. That's my feeling of my coloring journey, at least. And now if I think now not feeling it right now, I grab something else. I go to a current whip, or I start up a new one. And if I don't finish a coloring page, that's too bad, but yeah. So this is the page that I'm working on. No glossy accents or shimmer already on this one. I'm going to lift this book up a little bit. So I really like how this little guy turned out. I know his name in Dutch, but not in English. The background is done with granulating paint, but the effect is not, what I was expecting, but still it's nice. I had a lot of work with it, with this tool. I also know the Dutch name, of course, but not in English. And the background is, no, not the background, the hay, I think it's called, is done with oxide inks. No, not oxide. I think, no, not the oxide one, the regular inks by Ranger. Distress, the Distress inks, and I don't think I've used Distress oxide. Just there were 2 small bottles. So, and now I have to color in my lady, and of course the spiders. I'm still thinking about the spiders. Will I do them all in the same color, or will I make them different because they all have a different um, design on their back? Still not sure. I definitely will not color in those things with pencil. I will use gel pens for those. So that will be my shimmer fest, and of course all the little threads will be a gold shimmer as well. But yeah, it's a whip, and I will grab it when I'm in the mood to color it. So, but it's a nice start, I think. So I'm happy I've finally had the courage to start working in it. The next one is in my newest book that I bought again 2 weeks ago already, or when did we come back? I don't know. We had a little trip to Stockholm, and super happy to have found my book there. I want to thank all of you who watched my flip through. Normally a flip through video isn't very successful for or to watch, or to get people onto your channel, to communicate, to make new acquaintances or friends even. But this video, I think we were yesterday 3.7k hits or views, a lot of comments, super lovely. Everyone had their opinion. If they loved the book, they didn't like it, and that's totally fine. Everyone, it's not the case that I like every page in this book, definitely not. It's always the case with coloring books, but it's nice to hear everyone's opinions, and also to respect them, of course. But anyway, the first page, I'm sorry, I've tackled just the background with Neo colors too. I really wanted to use my Neos again, and I've only used aubergine. I do have a little regret that I've did those 4 arms and legs, I call them, instead of leaving them away. But yeah, okay, they're there now, and I will see how it will look once I've colored in all the rest. I also did her little blouse with a Neo. Still debating, and that's why I didn't continue my coloring. I'm debating, will I be basing things with an alcohol marker? I would love to use my alcohol markers again. But on the other hand, is it nice? Maybe I can do some things in alcohol base, some not. I'm not sure already. It's a stupid dilemma, I know, but I really like the little extra dark dots, and maybe I will do some extra things to make it even more special, but that will be at the end of the coloring if I see the whole composition. But so far I had a lot of fun doing it, and of course the page is superb in quality. Really happy with this one. And then the biggest project that I'm currently working on is in my giant of a book, the 300 coloring pages volume 2 by Disney. And I really wanted to color in a crocodile. This is an old finished page. I really wanted to color in a crocodile, and so I've chosen to start up this page. And here I can turn my light on, and I hope I will be visible because it's such a big book. I hope I will be able to show you. I wanted to wait with my details until the very end. Oh, it's quite my my Louis is so saturated, he has a lot of gloss, but other than that, I've put some glossy accents on his nail, so it's a bit of a disaster to show you. Tiana has also a gloss on her eyes and her lips, but yeah, I'm going to put the book back down because now it's no use to show it. For the background, I've used Kuretake granulating paints. It's a mix of blues and pinks. And on the leaves, I did another a Japanese brand granulating, but it's due to the paper that it doesn't show up like I wanted it to. So it's just a base for now, and I will decide what to color, how to color them in next with which material. I have done Louis with a mix of Derwent Drawing, Derwent Chroma Flow, and Derwent Lightfast, and Tiana with Chroma Flow, I think, her skin tone. The pink part on her outfit was done with Luminance and Macaron, but I couldn't layer. It was a disaster to layer. So I wanted to do a dress with a lot of pink and blue, but I'm not sure if I will, or maybe I can grab a Prismacolor pencil or a Polychromos for the rest of the pink, but those two were not very good friends with my paper, unfortunately. Yeah, this was also a light faster. The plants or the little, yeah, greenery is now purplish. But yeah, having a lot of fun. I do like to play around with light and shadow and darker tones, and yeah, and I'm in love with her hair. I like how her hair is looking. So fun page, still a lot to do, but yeah, loving every minute of it. Oh, and the black lines, maybe it's visible. He doesn't have a lot of black lines going on. Yeah, it's a darker green. And that's a Languo gel pen. I adore these pens. I have one with a very fine tip, and I have the ones with a larger tip, and I'm using the fine ones most of the time. The larger ones are a bit of a backup. I adore these pens, really. I can only recommend them. I bought mine on Shein and AliExpress. So that was the last trip, and whoa, I'm already 18 minutes talking. But, well, that's not a problem, I hope, since it was, yeah, it has been a few months since I did some coloring pages, or to show some coloring pages, so I hope it will, it's not disturbing. So this is my first finished page. I did this, I think, in December. I will take a look at the date that I've written down in Disney Nature. I think it's the first page that I did in here. Yes, so it was a new book. I already had it a few months, but I finally tackled it. And since it was snowy in Belgium here a while ago, I've chosen a snowy page as well. And now I'm going to, I've seen a lot of colorists do it, putting on a plastic foil to protect the colors and the shimmer and the glitter. And now I'm going to put the light on, so yay, you can see my gelato on top of my clouds. And I hope it's visible. I will put my light off in a minute, but I have some Mod Podge on my snow. So it's really frosty. Maybe it's visible as like this as well. Yes, a little bit. So I really like how these little guys turned out. And of course, Merida. I like how she turned out as well. Very fun page to color. And I did it in, oh no, I finished it in January. Okay. I will have started it in December, I think. So that's the first finished one for the year. I thought I was sleeping, or I was being behind, but January is still quite okay. So that was the first finished page. The second one is from a Japanese coloring book I bought at the airport at Narita when visiting Japan in November, I think, 2025. I can't for the life of me remember how it's called, but it's also themed fairy tale like you can see this little shoe over here. It's from Cinderella, I think. The cards for Alice in Wonderland. So, but I don't know who the artist is. It's a series of cute books with cute, pictures. And this is my finished page. I've colored each item in one by one. And I thought it would be a lovely, I don't know how it's called in English. A lovely combination of little figures, I should call them. I don't need my lamp because you can see my gloss and my shimmer quite well on this one. I couldn't bother to do the border here. I just focused on all the elements. And I've used different pencils, but I don't know which ones. And I didn't even put on a date, I think. No, oh, I forgot to put a date on it. Yeah, December or January 2020. December 25 or January 26. Silly of me for not doing that. Yeah, totally forgot. So that was the good that it's a fake plant. Otherwise I would have had some nasty sand over here. Then the shooting stars, I think it's called in English, vallende sterren in Dutch. I've done this page. Whoops. I wanted to do a background with a combination of colors. So it was blue with some pink and purple. And then I thought, oh no, what am I going to do for the rest of the page? And then, decided to match those colors. I'm not too fond of how the girl turned out. And the butterfly, I wanted to do a color that was standing out. But yeah, I've used a shimmery paint on the things here, if you can see. No, it's not helping a lot. It's a shimmer paint, but yeah. No, it's no use. My lamp is no use. But yeah, I'll try to make it a little bit of fairy looking or fantasy looking with those little white dots. And I've done this in April. The beginning of April. Yeah, it was to have been the beginning of April. So yeah, quite okay with this one, but it's not my favorite due to how I've chosen the colors for my girl. But I do like those purplish things. Again, I like to play with the white parts in objects, and yeah, it's nice if they turn out like I wanted them to turn out. So that was this one. Then this one in Eternal Histories, Histoire éternelle, I'm sorry for my French, was also a new book, I think, or not. Oh no, it wasn't new. This one is done in May 2025. Okay, I thought it was a new book. I've done this page. And yeah, I like how this little clock or stopwatch turned out. But I don't like what I've chosen to do for the background. I do like the little stickles here. And I've also used, as you can see, a gelato on top of my colors. But the pink and the yellow isn't... Nah. I'm going to put this plant aside because I wanted to make it cozy, but it's disturbing now. So yeah, didn't want to do those clocks other than with a gel pen, so I've used a metallic gel pen for it, and it's a nice shimmer. But yeah, I like Mr. Rabbit the most. Also, I've outlined his clothing quite a lot, as you can see, also with the Languo gel pens. I did the bottom here with some paints. Same for Alice. But yeah, it's an okay page, but not my most favorite again. My most favorite will be shown as the last page of this video. That one I do think I worked from A to Z, because whoops, I'm sorry. Because I was really feeling what I was doing. And that's in this book, also bought in Japan in November last year. Also don't know how it's called, but it has some cute mouse pages. It was new still, since I tackled the fairy tale one, I wanted to tackle this one as well. No, it wasn't new. Silly me. I did one page in December. I did this one, or yeah, December. Wasn't too sure about all the little elements. I had a lot of trouble with my pencils, choosing my pencils, and I'm so happy that I've made this more of to my taste. I'm super proud of this page. I'm so happy with how my little mouse turned out, with my little floating boat. I don't know the English name. I was super afraid of doing the water, but I think it turned out nice with all the little splashes here. It's a wild river he's rowing on. I also like how the flowers here turned out with the gel pen. I also used paint for the greenery. I love these things. I adore everything on this page. And if you flip like this, you can see glossy accents on the water. You can see glossy accents on a nose, on the butterfly. I didn't like to cover the butterfly up totally, so I only went for the black lines. And yeah, this one is a body color. Oh, I had to warn Amanda because she would like to color this page in for May. She's put it in her May pile for coloring. But I'm sure since it's the last book that I was showing that she will have stopped the video because she didn't want to be spoiled. But yeah, she still had a few whips to work on for herself. And I'm going to take how it's... is it an extra? No. No. She wanted to do some extra projects for her colorings first, and that's totally understandable. But I really was feeling this page, and she said, "Go ahead, yeah, don't hesitate to color in any further." And yeah, that was super nice. So I'm really excited to see how she will color in this page and which materials she will be using. So yeah, so that was it. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I hope I will be able to make a new video at the end of this month with another stack of finished pages or even whips. I will see how it will go. I'm still quite into the coloring vibe as I'm working on Louis and Tiana, but it's possible that I will start a new page again soon because I think I'm in the mood to color in Ariel with her red hair. Yeah, maybe I will pick one of the Ariel pages that that I have. I also would like to do a villain, a Disney villain, but I can't decide. I was thinking of Edgar from the Aristocats or Jafar, but there's some other ones that I also like, and yeah, undecided yet. Anyway, I really hope you've liked this video. I'm going to put my light back off. I really hope you've liked this video. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them down below. And I hope I will see you soon in a new video. Thank you for watching. Bye.